Good morning. This morning I'm working on my loom. I'm starting another hat. I'm working with this Crafter's Secret yarn. It's a jumbo. I don't know what I did with the cover. It's I'm working out of both the middle of it and I'm working off the side of it. So therefore I'm working with two strands. And I'm new to looming. I'm learning a lot of new things. I ordered from Amazon the built-up handle because the little small one was hurting my hand a little bit too much. So, but I can loom a little bit longer than I can crochet because it doesn't hurt as bad as crocheting. So, I've noticed that even though my hand is healing, when I crochet too much or when I use it too much, my fingers I still have that trigger finger that gets stuck down and it hurts. So if I use it sparingly, I can get away with it. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to loom today. And I learned how to do one stitch was just to knit off. I'd learned how to do the E-wrap and just to knit that stitch off. So today I'll be adding a second stitch, which is the purl. And so I'm going to mix the knit and the purl stitch and attempt to make this hat. So that's what I'll be doing today. So I'm going to show you a little bit of it now, and we'll come back and see some more later. Okay, so I watched a lot of videos, and it took me a while to get this. And usually when I work with my loom, I turn it up to the side and work with it like this, because it's easier for me to work with it on its side like this. But for the video purposes, I'm going to work with it like this. I'm going to try to. Okay, so we're going to start right here where I got my slip knot on this anchor peg, and I'm going to start wrapping. And I'm going to wrap 3. No. Sorry. I'm going to E-wrap all the way around. I'm getting ahead of myself, huh? Okay, I'm going to wrap all of them. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Okay. E-wrap all the way around. And what I'm doing is wrapping each peg in a counterclockwise direction all the way around the loom. Oh, I forgot to tell you what kind of loom I had. And that's because I don't remember. Oh, I'll put it in the description box. I'll put it in the description box when I look back and see what type it is, okay? Okay, so I wrapped each peg. Don't think this is going to be a quick, wait a minute, yeah. Okay, so now I've wrapped them all. Okay, you see that? Every last one of them have been wrapped, and I've made it back around to my peg, my anchor peg. And a lot of times I wrap this around so that I don't have to just worry about holding it all the time. So now the next step, which would be according to the videos, because I don't know how to read patterns that well, you would go to, I guess, row 2. And row 2 is where you start your pattern, actually. And for row 2, we're going to wrap again. We're going to wrap 3, 1, 2, 3. And notice I wrapped them higher. I wrapped them on top of these. I just kind of pushed that one down and wrap, pushed it down and wrap, pushed it down and wrap. And now when I get to this one, I don't want to push it down and wrap because this one is going to be a purl. So I lay this down in front. And the way I learned to do the purl stitch is you go under, pick up your yarn, pull it through. Am I in frame? Oops. Okay, then you pick it off. I need this to pick it off for my strengths purposes. I hope you can see. You pick it off and then you put that loom on. I hope you saw that, and tighten it up. You do 2 of them like that. So I do the next one like that. I pick it, I go underneath, grab the yarn, pull it up. You see that? Then I pick the whole loop off, and I use this to pick it up because it's too tough for me to pick off right now, especially at this angle. But basically, I take this loop off the peg, and I put the new loop that I made, put it on the peg, and then I just pull to tighten. I hope you got that. And then I continue with then I go back and I wrap 3. I wrap 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the pattern you have to remember. And that's the biggest thing for me, trying to remember that I wrap 3 and then I do a purl. See, these are going to be knitted off. And then I do this purl, what they call a purl. I go down and I get the stitch. I get the, pull up a loop. I just put it like that. Then I pull the loop, previous loop off the peg, and I put the loop that I made on the peg. Make a little exchange, and then I tighten it up. Then I come across the front of this one, and I go underneath, and I pull up a loop. Then I take the old loop off the peg, put on the new loop, and I tighten. Then I go back to my 3 wraps. I go back to the behind. You start off behind the peg when you wrap 3. Wrap 1. You always wrap above. That's 2. You always push that one down and then wrap. That's 3. Okay. Uh-oh. 1. This funny angle. I'm just not used to it. Hold on. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to lose any. Okay, and now we go back to the knit. And the knit, you go down in front and you pull up a loop underneath. You take off the old loop, put on the new loop, and tighten. And you want 2 of those. These are purls. So you go down, pull up a loop, take off the old loop, put on the new loop, and pull. Then you go back and set up your knit by pushing down and wrap. Pushing down and wrap. Down and, why do I keep, it's the angle, that's all. Okay. Okay, you wrap 3, then you purl 2. I can't see. I'm about to take it all the way off the table, huh? Okay, purl, and you take it off and put the new one on. When you purl, you pull up a loop. Okay, y'all, bear with me. when you purl, you pull up a loop, you take the old one off and put on the new. So and then you tighten it up. So I just purled 2, and now I'm going to knit 3. I'm setting it up for knitting. I'm not actually knitting it until I come back. So you E-wrap 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to come back and knit it. So that's why it's like knit 3, then you purl 2. Yeah, I'm loom knitting. I'm loom knitting. Take it off, put on the new, and pull. Something look funny right there. Something looks funny. It's like I pulled it's like I okay, I'm not gonna mess with it because I'm not a fixer yet. I'm not a fixer yet. So, and then I have to do my second purl. You have to keep your mind focused on what you're doing, or you will lose it. That's my second purl. And now we go back and knit 3, 1, 2. Oh, it came loose again. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not doing this tight. It might look tight, but it's not tight, because if I do it tight, I won't be able to knit it over. Okay? And I'm trying to work. I'm almost there till I get back to my anchor peg. Okay, and so now I need to purl 2. So when I purl, I pull up a loop, stick it down in there, and pull the loop up. And then you take off the old and put on the new loop. Purl again, go underneath, pull up a loop, okay, take off the old loop and put on the new, okay. So that's 2 purls, and now let's go back and knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Purl 2. Purl, go underneath, pull up a loop, take off the old, put on the new. Go underneath, pull up a loop, take off the old, put on the new, tighten up. 2 purls, 3 knits, go to the back. 1, 2, 3, and purl 2. Go under, pull up a loop, take it off, put on the new one, tighten. Go underneath, pull up a loop, take it off, put on the new, pull it. Now, you see I got 1 left. It's odd. So if it's one odd one left, that means I got, what, 41. Just go ahead and purl this odd one. So we're going to purl it. I'm going to make another. The last one is a purl. So you take it off. Wait a minute, I can't get it off. Take it off, replace it with the new loop, and pull. And there you have it. Okay, so I've gone around with row 2, and it looks like this. looks like that. That's 2 pearls, 3 knits. See that? Okay, now, since I'm back at my anchor, and now what I have to do, I'm just gonna kind of secure it right there to help me hold it. Now I gotta go around now, and for every knit, the ones with 2 loops on it, I have to go and knit it off. Knit it off means to take the bottom and just loop it over or knit it over the peg. Okay, like this. Ouch. I hope y'all don't hear my bones cracking. Let me see if I can do it at this angle. Okay, so I start right here at my first peg. I take the bottom loop and I knit it over the peg. Just like that. Did you see it? It went so fast. And let's go to the second one. You know we got 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Let me get the second one. Pick it up and knit it over. And here's the third one. You pick it up and knit it over. So you had 3 knits, and then you have 2 pearls. So you see the pearls, I don't have to do anything to them because it's just 1. Then we go over to our 3 knits, and let's knit them. I can't see from this angle. Let me see. I'm kind of feeling my way. Okay, wait a minute. Let's be real about this. Okay. Knit it over. 1, 2, 3 knits, 2 pearls. 3 knits, 2 pearls. 3 knits, 1, 2, 3, 2 pearls. 3 knits, 1, 2, 3, 2 pearls. 3 knits, 1, 2, 3, 2 pearls. 3 knits, 1. Whoa. Make sure you're not taking your three, 2 pearls, 3 knits. Oh, my hands are going to sleep. Hold on. 1, 'Trying to hurry up. 2, 3, 2 pearls. Well, actually, it's 3 pearls because this is the last one, so I purled the last 3. And there you have it. And so what you would do is continue with this pattern until you get your hat as long as you want it to be, to the length that you want, and then you would take it off the loom. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and continue with this pattern. 3 knits and 2 pearls. And I'll show you the finished product. Bye-bye.